Lucy and Sophia. Today we are going to be talking about the Young Professional Capsule. We do want to mention though that really the point of this capsule is not to restrain it to or constrain it to a certain age group, because really, yes, it's called the Young Professional Capsule, but this capsule can work for anyone. My mom is almost 50 and would wear every look in this and has a lot of pieces similar to this. But I think really the idea behind this capsule is for the pieces to really work between work and your professional life and play, and your social life. So having pieces that can feel balanced and really not too serious, but still feel elevated and put together. And also for people who are heading into their careers, a lot of these pieces are definitely investment pieces, but investing in your wardrobe and in capsule-like pieces or pieces that work in a capsule is what really helps to define personal style, especially in making you feel cohesive within the business setting and your real life. So kind of what Sophia and I were talking about earlier before we started this was you don't want to go into a work environment not feeling like yourself. Having the ability to bring in parts of your personal style into your office looks is, I think, crucial.
I mean, yeah, to have your own sense of style, and then it makes it easier for you to put on your outfit day by day. And just we were talking about why did you lean into this professional capsule? What made you want to?
I pulled these pieces, I think, really because for me, as someone who is heading into my career, I want pieces that feel modern and elevated, but really I was saying, work for, can be toned down or dressed up for whatever scenario I may be in.
Yeah, I think where, I'm graduating, for example, this spring, and I have noticed that my everyday style has been changing a little bit. I'm going for more mature pieces. What can I wear to work, and then also get drinks after with coworkers, and it's just trying to find that blend, and I think this capsule really shows that, and yeah, so I'm excited to style it with you.
So the capsule's almost sold out, so a lot of our pieces we only have one of, so we're going to kind of be fighting each other for the pieces. But yeah, also about this capsule is it's kind of a clean slate and base, which makes it fun. I have a fun vintage necklace that I brought that it's having a good solid slate makes it easy to add on different accessories that kind of show your own personal style and curation as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, do you want to start with what you're
wearing? So right now I feel this is a good, sleek, basic we've got right now. I've got the Millie Lotin jeans. I'm wearing a size 25. And I really like them. They feel very straight leg. I've cuffed them at the ends. So for the tall girlies, for sure. Lucy's tall. So.
And if you do, also because of the straight leg, they are, you can get them tailored and it won't change the way that the cut looks at all.
Yes, and then just the Florey heel tank. Is that Hilly tank.
Florey Hilly tank.
Yep, and an extra small. So I think this is really great on the go, on a day by day, and then we can dress it up in a different way. So I'll start that right now.
Okay, I am wearing our Roa pajama trousers. They kind of read as a solid brown, but up close they have a really subtle kind of plaid. Not plaid, this is a houndstooth, a really subtle houndstooth, with some cream and darker brown tones. So that kind of already makes them feel a little bit more interesting than just a regular kind of flowy pant, and gives the ability to really play with patterns and textures. And then I have on our Neely Lotin Brady tee. I love this tee. I have it in my closet, and what I love about it is that it gives that really easy, relaxed, chill feel because of its distressing and somewhat lived-in design. But the cut of the arms and the neckline are still flattering, so it doesn't feel too masculine, but it still feels sharp and clean.
Yeah. And what I really like about these is, I don't think on camera you can see, but it gives that kind of like old money but also ease style. So
yeah,
they're
the print's very like classic. It's nice.
So I just threw on the Tibby. I want to make sure I read it right. The Tibby striped shirt.
And this is the last one.
This is the last one. I believe it's in a either extra large or large. Yes. But I think what I love about this is
a large.
A large. So you can see it's definitely on the oversized side, but I think what's nice is oversized looks good on anyone. And what I like about this, it adds the outfit, it gives it some color. And it's very neutral, it goes together very well, and it kind of gives you a more elevated, classier look. And what's nice is you can button it up and then tuck it in, and then that gives you a more professional look. So you can go to work like this. So I'll try and like do with that well.
Yeah, there's a ton of different styling options with this shirt. I think this shirt is a piece that we considered a hero piece within this capsule for a couple different reasons. A, it kind of has a subtle, if you come up here, it has a subtle tuxedo pleating going on here, which they have done a ton with their shirting, but this one is definitely more flush to the shirt, which is nice because it is like a more colorful, playful version of this style of shirt, so it being less like voluminous.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that word. It's nice because it's not like overwhelming. I think too, like the color of the shirt is a really nice styling tool with this capsule because yeah, you can use it how she had it open. You can wear it like this for a more elevated look. You can also tie it around your waist and layer it with other pieces to kind of add that pop of color, especially going into spring, without being overwhelming.
Exactly. Yes. And what I like about it, it's not too structured.
Yes.
It's a little bit more light, a little bit more softer, so you can really layer it and not feel like you're being too bulky or feel,
Totally.
you know.
Yeah, it's a very easygoing shirt, which is really what like allows the most
opportunity with it.
Yeah,
for sure. And then I'm just gonna throw on our Nilly Low-In boyfriend sweater. This is the same sweater Lucy has around her waist. Just throw it over the shoulder. Now I feel a little bit more posh, a little bit more put together, you know?
Totally.
And what's nice is you could always throw it on. I remember Lucy, that's how she styled it in the styling video, where she just threw it on and popped out the collar of this striped tee, and it looked so well put together. I actually really loved it. And I can do it right now too.
Yeah, show it. Yeah, so here I tied around the same Nilly Low-In boyfriend sweater. This sweater is a really lightweight cashmere and a really flattering silhouette, which is really good for the seasons that we're in right now, and especially like as a styling tool. But here, like how I have it tied around my waist here, this definitely makes the outfit feel a little bit more chill. Like this is a way for this capsule and this specific base to be more day-to-day, more of a social outfit where I feel still put together and like myself, but I'm not feeling like overdressed for any occasion that might be on the more chill side. Sorry, I'm also fiddling with the music.
No worries. We need good music. So, this is how you do it, right?
Kind of. So I actually left the collar in so that it doesn't feel so like made up.
Like academia.
Yeah, I think like leaving elements kind of tucked in makes that pop of color feel a little bit less intentional, if you know what I mean. Like it's more effortless, more
more
threw it on.
Yeah, more organic. Because you know we're all human. Nothing's ever perfect. So when you want to throw on an outfit, you can't always just be making sure everything's tucked in the right places. You're gonna wear it, and so
yeah,
there's
you don't want to feel
nothing wrong with
fussy.
it.
And this is also a good layering opportunity for the warmer seasons because of how lightweight the shirting is and the cashmere on this is. So it's great. If I wanted to take the base that I have on here, sorry, that might happen a lot. I could throw on our Tibby Liam blazer in this cedar color. This wash has some like subtle blue and orange undertones in the weave, and it's just really nice. It really feels put together. But what I love about the Liam blazer, I think this is the extra small.
Yeah. is the extra small.
This is the extra small, which is making me realize I wore the small in my video. I thought I wore the extra small, but I did wear the small. What I like about this blazer is the oversized nature of it, because sometimes for me, when I wear a blazer that isn't oversized and doesn't have this chilling element, I just feel too serious, especially like not living in New York City where it's like everybody's dressed so refined and wearing a ton of blazers and a ton of suiting all the time, like in a more casual environment where really it's not like businessy. This blazer is so perfect because it doesn't feel too serious at all. It still feels like a style element rather than just like a workplace uniform.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people get nervous to buy blazers or even wear them because they feel so corporate and polished, and it's time to like change that view on blazers because they're really such a good staple piece. And just because they like from like back in the ages where it's just more of a masculine thing, I think we can overturn that to more of a gender neutral thing.
Totally. Yeah, especially an oversized blazer. Like, go steal your
very
husband's
chic.
blazer.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a good layering moment. This blazer too is called tropical wool, but that doesn't, like, it's not a warm jacket blazer necessarily. It definitely feels lightweight and works for the warmer seasons as well.
Yeah.
And then here if I grabbed, so we actually sold out of the Anina Bing hobo bag, but this is our Jerome Dreyfus Billy bag, which actually is Jerome's first like design of a bag. So this is like an old school version with a good saturated orange. The Jerome bags have such a good patina, like literally with age they just get cooler and cooler, and with use they get better, which is what I love about it because it's something you can actually like live in, obviously not in, but with, like you use it and it isn't something that you're trying to protect. As much of an investment as a good bag is, like being able to really use your bag.
And Taylor was telling me that she actually has the exact same bag except in black, and what's nice is since it is real leather, you get to kind of break it in and however you use it. So I like to put my computer, my shoes, everything, like a journal, a book, wherever I go.
A computer would
it does. And that's what's nice about purses like this is like you're starting to move from backpacks to purses, you know, it's more chic and more practical and functional.
It's making your daily accessories and pieces all intentional and not letting anything feel like a kind of afterthought. But yeah, this easily could fit a laptop and more.
Yeah.
But this is a great bag. It's also a great way to add kind of a pop of like saturation to a look without feeling, again, overwhelming. I think for the like professional aspect of the capsule, when it comes to adding color, for me, it's really about like not wanting to feel too loud. It's still making me feel understated and be taken seriously, but not like boring.
Yeah.
So
let me grab this from you. I'm going to show, so like I said, we were talking about how blazers have this stigma of making people feel a little bit too corporate. So kind of a way to dress it up, but also still not feel too overdressed. You can put it on with anything. It's such a good staple. So like just like what I have it right now with just this tank and then the jeans, and I feel put together. I feel like I can go to dinner like this, but I can still come to work like this. It's so versatile and elevated. And
And here too, when she has it closed, it gives a completely different energy than when she has it open.
Yeah.
And then she also has the option to do a cross cinch. So there's another button on the Leon blazer where you can cross here in the middle, and it kind of gives you a little bit more of a feminine silhouette. Yes. And then too, like if you feel like that's too much fabric, there's always the option to roll a sleeve, show a little bit of skin. And now this blazer feels good for going to get drinks or something afterwards.
Exactly.
And then too, you could like, while you have this blazer cinched like this, I love the option of tying something around the cinched area. It's just another way, because a blazer can feel so elevated, it's a way to tone down the blazer.
Yeah.
So sometimes the blazer can work as a way to tone things down. So if you were to throw on the Roa scoop neck dress with the blazer kind of crossed over it, that would make the dress feel a little bit more toned down. But then sometimes the blazer works to obviously like elevate a look as well.
Exactly.
Which I love. I'm gonna just do the same thing, like with a couple things. I'm sorry, I'm just like talking a lot. But here is the silk striped shirt with this look. I think here, like even though we have a contrast in pattern and color, nothing feels like it's like fighting for attention because of how grounded this color is. Paired back to these neutrals and my kind of good starting base, it feels still really interesting and cool, but like not screaming for necessarily attention.
Yeah, it's a play on color and pattern, and I think that's what gives this style, it gives a personal touch, you know, when you have something of your own that you're incorporating with a classic, like timeless piece, that's what makes the outfit more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like I could even throw the blazer on over this, and then I would have this little peak of purple below that again adds interest without feeling overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show. So even if I wanted to kind of like button and make it feel cool, it still feels really easy and laid back, but interesting. That is really like my favorite part about this shirt is the element of color that it adds without just feeling like too much. Do you want to
Dress?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do dress?
Yeah, we do the dress and I'll do the shirt. Yeah. I'm gonna show this purple shirt that I have on its own. So we're changing right now, so just bear with us. I also love the versatility of this shirt on its own. Like, it's crazy how you can have literally two pieces on and style them so many different ways and feel like they're all completely different and read as a completely different vibe. So like here, how I have it down is a very chill, obviously relaxed, kind of pajama vibe, but because I have on a white pointed toe heel, it feels still put together and not lazy necessarily. And just because of the interest within each piece, it also really makes it feel not, I don't know, lazy. And then if I wanted to do a full tuck, which I'm really into the full tuck and a half tuck. I saw something recently saying, is the half tuck dead? And I was offended because I literally use it every day. It will not die to me. I think it's just perfect.
I wanted to highlight a new shoe we got.
By Lemon Barrel.
The Lemon Barrel thong sandal.
Thong sandal, yeah.
But I wanted to show you guys since I'm gonna wear it with the dress. It's a beautiful baby blue. It's got this like crocodile skin pattern. So beautiful, and it's a wedge. So it's perfect for summer. And I'm gonna just wear it with this row dress.
Roa. This is another great example of using color in a toned down way to make things feel a little bit more interesting or make them feel kind of like on par with the occasion. Yes. So let's see. Really good. And there's a ton of styling options with the dress as well. Yeah, I love that. This dress does have kind of a lot of static when you first try it on. We like to use dryer sheets to kind of like wipe our legs with them.
Yeah.
Or you can also buy a static spray that will mitigate that issue.
So when I first put this dress on, this was my first time trying it on. It's so nice and lightweight, but it just goes straight down. So what I grabbed was the boyfriend sweater because I wanted a little bit to give me more of my silhouette, kind of shape me up a little bit. And this is something that I would feel comfortable going out in, and it gives it more interest, visual interest, And then with the blue and all of these colors together, it's very beautiful put together. And then when we add the purse, it's just, with all the
kind
goods
of
in
a
here.
grounding element to
Exactly.
such a sleekness, and it adds a variety of texture.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's cool about tying a knit around like a sleek silk piece like this.
Yes.
But yeah, this dress adds a lot of versatile options as well when it comes to styling, because even like you should show it with the blazer with like a cross body situation as well, because that's also really good. Here I have the shirt tucked in, kind of switched roles here, and it feels completely different vibe than when I had this tied around my waist and the white tee on. But it feels so good. I love it. And I think, yeah, again, she kind of highlighted this with the dress, but really I think like tying something around your waist is a great opportunity to help you feel a little bit more feminine in your figure and kind of show a waist point, rather than feeling like, unfinished.
Exactly. Like if you're feeling a little frumpy and you want like kind of that accessory where it's not a belt, but it still kind of wraps your waist a little bit, gives you more comfort, that's a great way.
And it's not even necessarily like cinching you in, but it adds the visual illusion of like an eye point for where your waist is. That makes sense.
So this is the, it makes sense. This is the Tibby blazer on top of the dress, and I think this looks very professional to me. So when if I'm going to work and today's it's nice and warm, this is how I would wear it, and then it's perfect for getting drinks because you can kind of just drape it over your shoulders like this, even. And what I like is the muted tones in this. You can play so much with color because we have such muted tones in this capsule. But here's another way. I love just draping over the shoulders.
The drape over the shoulders is good.
Just like this. And then I'll show again another styling way. I wonder, did you end up using the belt around the dress at all?
I tried it once. The dress was so staticky for me though, so try it because it was like looking weird.
So I love doing a belt on anything that's oversized. So like something like this, also it's just bringing that silhouette of like feminine body. We love looking feminine, but also still playing with different, roles, different.
Yeah, I think this is a way that, despite it being a cinching factor, because the belt kind of has a vintage feel to it, that's really classic, it kind of tones the dress down in a way as well.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Here I have on another way that I am loving to add color. This is the Tibby Unisex Tee. I think this color is called Pumice. It reads as kind of like a stone cactus color, but this is again another great way to add that color element without feeling overwhelming, which I think is just like the key point of this capsule is like having muted tones that can be complemented by, like Tibby calls these non-color colors. That just kind of, to me, they feel like chalky-ish and like, I don't know what else to say about that. But here again, I mean, obviously I'm kind of showing this style the same, but I've shown something tied around my waist with a different top, a different variation, like 7 different times, and they all feel different and they all feel cool. And I think too, there's a point of not necessarily needing every single outfit you wear to feel like a unique, new, creative thing. Like, really, you can have your ways of styling that work for you and repeat it and like utilize different pieces in your closet to mimic the silhouettes and the ways of styling that feel like you, to have a cohesive nature to your aesthetic styling without feeling necessarily repetitive. Because obviously I've repeated this same styling method so many different times, but they all have felt different and brought a different energy.
It's a different outfit every time, even though you're styling it the same way with different pieces. So I just brought in this Tibby button down, and I love that. I put it on top. I don't even know if
I love it like that.
but
no, I love it though.
It gives. I think the play on with color right now is very beautiful. The muted tones with the beautiful pink and dark navy.
Too, like this is kind of a way that you could work this capsule like on a vacation or something like that, making it feel a little bit more fun, adding a little bit more visual interest and weight with the volume of like the kind of tie sticking out is really great.
What I love about it is like both are oversized, but I still feel very like I feel like
she doesn't feel like she's drowning in fabric for sure. Yeah, love that. I didn't do that, but I love it. And then here, obviously, the blazer kind of adds a completely different feel to this base that I have on. And like even this base is a great opportunity for me to like bring in some funky pieces that really like are special to me. I recently watched Lenny Kravitz's Architectural Digest house tour in Paris, and he said something that I loved, and he said that like stuff is just stuff if it wasn't collected over time. So he's talking about all his pieces that he has in his house. And it made me think a lot about like fashion, and especially in the world right now of mass consumption and fast fashion, like things just start to become things. So having more curated closets or homes or whatever where you can complement things with stuff that you do collect along the way, that is where like real authenticity and real personal style actually comes from.
Absolutely agree. Yes, I think it's important to always find things that you connect with or you personally just feel drawn to. You're more likely to be yourself, one, but also feel like yourself. And people see that, they can see that, and they can feel that energy. So whether it's you're collecting things for your home or collecting pieces for your closet, it goes hand in hand.
This is kind of a better look at how the boyfriend sweater actually fits on. This is the size large. I always encourage everyone to size up in sweaters, size up in like crew neck sweatshirts, that kind of stuff, so that you can really have that easygoing, relaxed feel and have the option to really layer. So like I love the neckline on this, and this is such a great way to add a pop of color without again feeling overwhelming. And then I can like add more pops of color with this little blue on my necklace and stuff like that. But I love this layering moment. I think this feels professional and cool for a work environment, but not boring. You don't have to be boring just because you're going to work. Like it's still an extension of your life and who you are. So carry your style with that.
I think it's important too, because this is so functional, because when it is getting when you're in an office, it can get cold, it can get warm, whether you're moving all the time or you're sitting at a computer, your day-to-day is different. So what Lucy can do is just take that sweater off if she's feeling a little too warm and throw it over her shoulders. Yeah. So many different ways to wear it, but it gives that functionality.
Yes. And that's like the magic of a capsule, is it's really what it is about being functional, working your like actually using your pieces and like getting your money's worth out of your piece, making it a workhorse in your wardrobe because of how functional it is and because of how much it fits into your wardrobe visually and into your personal style. So
that's why investment pieces.
Totally. Love it. I think we have just a couple last pieces in the store. I just want to like let you guys know, so if you want it, you can hop onto it. This is the last Roa scoop neck dress.
Yes.
She is wearing the size 40, which is the large. And as you can see, fits her beautifully.
I'm 5'5", so it actually, right now I'm not drowning in it, and it's also not too long to where it's dragging along the floor. I have a little wedge on, so.
Love that about a slip dress. It gives you the room to move around in sizes.
Yes, exactly.
This is the last Tibby striped shirting shirt. This is a size large. They all feel oversized, so again, she was wearing the size large, and it didn't feel, like she said a few times, like she was drowning in it. So another piece that you can move around in sizes in. This piece is so special, so get your hands on it while you can.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah. We're like running into each other. This is the last Billy bag. Such a good piece, such a classic, like a bag that you will keep forever, obviously. What else? Do we have anything else? We have a couple of the boyfriend sweaters left. We have a decent size run in the mental jeans. We just got these in last week.
How are we on the Tibby blazer?
Tibby blazer. Oh, Tibby blazer. We have an extra small and an extra small left. So as you could see, this fit us still oversized decently. So if you wanted to size down for a more tailored fit, you could, without feeling like it's like fitted necessarily. So that's another piece that you can really move around in sizes in. I think when it comes to sizing, especially with Tibby and brands that are more on like the fashion size, I think don't constrain yourself to like what size you are in your head, because really like you want the size that just looks the best, not just wearing a size 25 jeans because like that's what you always are in all of your jeans, but because it actually like has the intended way of the style or the design that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. Like there's times where I'm wearing a 25 and low-waisted jeans, and then I need to size up with a more high-waisted jean.
Mm-hmm.
It is all depending on how it looks on you, rather than just how it's a standard size. You know?
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next capsule.
Bye.
Bye.